Are the Russo brothers taking the Fantastic Four into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? With Avengers Endgame becoming the biggest film of all time this year, and by extension, catapulting directors Joe and Anthony Russo to the biggest directors of all time, sorry James Cameron, the narrative arc that they began all the way back in 2014's Captain America: The Winter Soldier was finally tied up this summer, effectively ending the directing duo's tenure with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And while they've used the blank check they've earned from their Marvel success to kickstart projects like the indie film Mosul that they produced, as well as tackle the upcoming Magic the Gathering animated series for Netflix, I'm excited about that, fans, Marvel fans in particular, have been wondering what's next for the Russos beyond that, and whether they might come back to the House of Ideas to direct another film. Though it appeared like they wanted to take a breather on Marvel projects after April's mega release of Avengers Endgame while promoting Mosul at this year's Toronto International Film Festival, the brothers gave Sci-Fi Wire the lowdown on the next project they'd want to work on for MCU. And guess what? It's Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four.
That's what I'm talking about. Pretty nice.
Joe Russo put it this way: I grew on up John Byrne's X-Men run, Ben Grimm was a favorite character growing up, The Thing, and Fantastic Four is now in the Marvel fold. There's a lot. Silver Surfer is an amazing character. Going really big and cosmic would be a lot of fun, so there's a lot of things that could attract us. Now, this isn't the first time we've heard him make mention of the FF. Back in May, Joe Russo talked to Business Insider while on the press tour for Endgame and said, "I love Ben Grimm from the Fantastic Four. Dr. Doom was always one of my favorite villains." Great choices. Big deal, you say? He's just regurgitating his old talking points and it's just a big pipe dream, right? Maybe. But maybe not. At that time, it did feel like the brothers Russo were ready to take a little break from making huge blockbusters. We love that level of filmmaking that Marvel afforded us. We love telling stories on that level, but we're also fed by smaller stories and more specific stories. So for us moving forward, it's moving back and forth between the two. But now the Russos seem to be swinging back towards the Marvel side of storytelling by reiterating their desire to work with the Fantastic Four and telling Sci-Fi Wire, I think after you go on the journey that we went on, an overarching story from Winter Soldier all the way to the end of Endgame, I think that scale of ambition in storytelling is a bug that's bit us, and we're compelled to tell more stories on that scale, with that sort of years-long ambition to them. Yeah, that definitely sounds to us like their vacation from blockbusters is gonna be short-lived. So, when could this happen? Well, not in the immediate future, with Phase 4 pretty much lined up through 2021, and with Kevin Feige hinting at the Fantastic Four for Phase 5, we probably won't see their names in the Marvel marquee until at least 2022. We know that Marvel definitely has plans for the FF, and in fact, there have been rumors that Kevin Feige has met with Legion creator Noah Hawley about his Doctor Doom script that he was working on for Fox before the Disney acquisition. Plus, the Russos and Marvel obviously have a great working relationship. Joe Russo said, look, working with Kevin Feige and Louis D'Esposito and Victoria Alonso has been the most rewarding collaboration we've had in our entire career. They're like family to us now. We're all very, very close to one another, and we miss each other. So I'm sure we'll find something that we can do together soon. Aww. So it's no stretch to imagine if the directors of Marvel's biggest films wanted to come back to direct the FF, then Kevin Feige and company would probably, maybe, let's be honest, 100% be open to it.
That's what I'm talking about. Pretty nice.
And if the Russos do want to tell a multi-year ambitious story, the Fantastic Four are the perfect superhero group for that. Because not only do they need to be introduced into the MCU, but them having such high-grade villains and memorable characters like Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer, and Galactus gives the directing duo enough fodder for years of storytelling. That would be awesome. They could even use the Fantastic Four to help set up another comics adaptation they've expressed interest in the past, 1984's Secret Wars. You know, the one where the Beyonder brings all of Marvel's heroes and villains to Battle World to duke it out in a battle royale. If anything, that one makes more sense to have a Fortnite tie-in than the Thanos one did for Infinity War. Though I'm an Apex Legends girl, so maybe they do that. Sorry, obviously we won't get confirmation of any of this from the tight-lipped Marvel Studios anytime soon, but we are certain that if the Russo brothers wanted to return to Marvel, the door would be open to them. But what do you folks think? Do you think the Russos could return to direct the Fantastic Four? Should Dr. Doom or Galactus be the next big bad of the MCU? I'm voting for Dr. Doom. And what is your ultimate Fantastic Four fan casting? Ours is Emily Blunt and John Krasinski as Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic, respectively.
That's what I'm talking about. Pretty nice.
Good choices, right? Let's discuss. And thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, why not give us a like and subscribe? And if you want to get notified every time we go live with the show or drop a new video, feel free to mash that little bell so you can be up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world.